to Building the Modern Employer Brand podcast. My name is Susanna Rantanen and I teach branding, marketing and communications for HR industry professionals. By now, you must have become familiar with short-form videos such as Reels on Instagram, Shorts on YouTube, and Talks on TikTok. Short-form video content is rising rapidly in popularity. There are probably quite a few reasons why, but the most obvious ones are to do with the huge amount of content available and the little time we have to consume it all. Videos can be much more engaging than written text and impact us better on that very important emotional level than pictures can. Now, in this week's episode of the Building a Modern Employer Brand podcast, we'll discuss why and what types of short-form videos are so popular, how your talent marketing can benefit from short videos, and I'll also share 3 very simple ideas for your short-form video content creation. Let's start with why short-form videos are so popular. Now, I've mentioned our rapidly decreasing attention span on this podcast many times, and that is one of the main reasons why short-form video has become more popular than long-form. Videos turn on automatically on most of our feeds without us having to do as much as lift a finger, which is such a hard work as we know. Now, I found this article on Forbes, which I will link to the show notes for you. And in this article, they stated that there is nothing new in short-form content, which kind of reminded me that that's true because we've had the snaps on Snapchat for a long time. We've had Vines on Vine, which I don't think reached Europe very well, but I understood has been very popular or was very popular in the US. And goodness me, I forgot what the name of this one social media platform was that I also used, a fair bit back in the days, but that allowed also short-form video creation. So it's nothing new. But I think we have to remember that as part of someone's audience, you probably can agree today that you don't have time for everything. And when somebody wants some of that, some of your time, some of your precious time, you prefer them to get their message to you as quickly as possible. Now, this is something that we must respect as talent marketing content creators. So many people are trying to win the attention of our audience, and those who make it are literally likely to know how to hook their attention, how to deliver a meaningful, tailored point in a matter of a minute or so. Now that all the major social media platforms enable us to create short-form video content very easily, this type of content is highly accessible for social media users and creators. So what are short-form videos? I don't think anyone has really determined how long this type of video is. And that's probably mostly because the maximum length available varies on different social media platforms. So if you think about Instagram, for example, on Instagram Reels, it can be anything between 15 to 90 seconds, while on TikTok, it is between 15 seconds to 3 minutes. On Facebook, it might mean anything from 60 seconds to 3 minutes, while on YouTube, it can be anything from less than 1 minute to 5 to 10 minutes, depending on whether you are posting your content as YouTube Shorts, which is less than 1 minute, or an actual video. Now, let's talk about the benefits of short-form content. I found that it's been said that there are 4 clear benefits, which I have to agree with. Now, first of all, the first clear benefit is the ability to go creative. So you can literally go as creative as you want to when showcasing your company culture, your people, your values, career opportunities, benefits, and office, whatnot. You also get much higher reach due to the algorithms currently preferring short form video and pushing those for organic reach, which is very important as we don't have such big marketing budgets on talent marketing, as you know. Well, the clear benefit number 3 is the chance of going viral. Now, TikTok has introduced trending content with sounds and music that you can apply to your video, and it kind of like copy the trending content from other people but make it your own. But you use the same sound, the same music, the same kind of type of content. And when you use these trends in your short videos, you have a huge chance of going viral and getting a lot of engagement because of that. Now, did you know short form video content on social media will help you to get discovered? And again, it's the algorithm. So your video content is many times more likely to be pushed in front of non-followers when you create your content and on the video format. Now, it's quite easy to take a look at your Instagram analytics, for example, and if you haven't checked out your Instagram analytics, do this, because you can see how well the algorithm is pushing your reach between your followers and non-followers these days. And if you use video content, you can literally quite easily increase your reach for non-followers and get discovered by people who the algorithm thinks that will like the content that you provide. But there are other benefits too. Now, what about the fact that video content is so much easier for your audience to memorize, especially if you leverage the narrative form and make it about your audience, or share simple, useful, and memorable tips, for example. I also recently heard that social media videos, even the short form, benefit from SEO. This is search engine optimization, when you use keywords in your captions and your narrative, and of course in your headlines. Now, we've discussed also email marketing in the context of talent marketing. Now, did you know that adding a short form video to your email marketing content can increase open rates, especially when you type video in the subject line? And finally, short form videos allow brands, also employer brands, to connect with their audiences in fast and fun ways that aren't the usual boring or too commercial or too corporate type of content. Shorter videos really grab attention better than block content. So why not use the short form video for career storytelling instead of making your career stories in the over-consumed article format? Now, what does data say about short videos in marketing? According to Video Marketing Report 22 by HubSpot, short videos rank number 1 for lead generation and engagement. And I've spoken about lead generation in employer branding to your recruitment funnel before. So this is something really important that I want you to understand, that lead generation is really very vital in your talent acquisition strategy, and you can leverage employer branding for lead generation, and short videos rank number 1 for lead generation. Now, almost half of the marketers surveyed for this report believe that short videos are most likely to go viral, which is important for, getting discovered. And more than half of the surveyed marketers told their companies are already investing in short video content. Let's think about this. If your competition is using short video content, which ranks number 1 in generating engagement, is much better in getting your messages in front of your audience, can deliver you leads, recruitment leads, can get you discovered by non-followers, how long are you going to let your competition take advantage of short videos when you're not? Think about that. So what kind of video should we be creating in the short form? Now, remember that I've mentioned the 4 types of content audiences search for. Those are informational, inspirational, educational, and entertaining. And today I can tell you that I'd be really careful with the informational type of content because that very easily turns into a boring video about you and about your company, about the organization that you represent. And unfortunately, no one is interested in you or me or the next person as such, unless we are really intriguing persons or we represent a massively popular employer. So I'd be really careful with the informational type. So I want us to focus on the threesome formed by inspirational, educational, and entertaining types of content. Because educational and entertaining content are the 2 most popular short-form video content at this time, and both fit your employer brand marketing plan for sure. Now, educational videos help your audience in their day-to-day lives and connect your audience with your brand much tighter than any advertising, any promotion of your jobs and career opportunities will ever do. Entertaining content has its place in our newsfeed, and it is pretty easy to create these days thanks to, for example, the TikTok's trending content and sounds. Did you know that social media users prefer video to photos and articles, especially if they are tapping into something new? I don't know how to convince you to do and go for the short-form video alley if that's not a call to action with short-form videos when building your employer brand or marketing your vacancies. So I want to end this podcast today, or this episode. I'm not going to end this podcast, for goodness gracious. So I want to end this podcast episode today with 3 ideas for your short-form videos. So if you are my weekly podcast email subscriber, check out this week's email because I'll share more ideas and tips in this week's email. And listen, I've been calling you to subscribe to my weekly email for ages. So, every week you'll be missing out on content and tips and ideas when you're not subscribed. And this is one example. I'm so sorry for that. But you know what to do. You should subscribe to my email. So those 3 ideas that you'll get from this podcast episode. All right, ready. Number 1 is duets. Duets on TikTok, and I think they're called remix on Instagram. Albeit, I don't think that the remix is being used very much because I can't recall when was the last time I saw an actual Instagram remix. But those are, those side-by-side videos where there is, there are 2 videos side-by-side. I think that's the easiest way to probably describe it. So if you're a TikTok user, for example, you've noticed duets whereby somebody posts a video of them watching or reacting to someone else's video. So this one video has 2 videos side by side. The other one is their own video with them watching and reacting to this other video that somebody else has already created and posted. Now, what makes this a really great content idea is that you don't even have to say anything in a video like this. You just need to record yourself watching the other video and just recording how you react to it. Simple as that. There are also other duets in which you actually speak, like speak your mind, as in explaining your thoughts about the video you are duetting. This is going to be gross, but I love that show, Dr. Pimple. I love her. She's just so amazing. And I think that you've heard on this podcast that I also watch those pimple videos on TikTok. I know it's so gross, but they're just so attention grabbing and I just can't help myself. But anyhow, I've seen a couple of these kind of Dr. Pimple and some other doctor duets and making duet TikToks where they actually watch these videos of people, popping blackheads and squeezing pimples, and then they comment how terrible that is, or whether they're doing the right thing or not. So that's also another form of duet. And no, I'm not asking you to create an employer brand video about, pimples and blackheads. Just stating an example, a gross one, I agree, but, I can get a bit gross sometimes. So just saying that your video could be an employer brand video by some other company where you actually explain your thoughts about that video, what that communicates to you about that company, whether you like it or not, or, whatever. So my advice for you is, which I heard today, is that when you pick a video for a duet, pick one that is already viral, because it pushes your duet version in front of the same eyeballs. So you want to kind of leverage that the video is viral, the original video is viral and has a lot of attention. So you want to kind of ride the same wave. So that's why you want to pick a viral video. Now, idea number 2 is day in my life. And this is nothing new to you. I mean, if you use social media, you've probably seen tons of day in my life videos, but they continue to be popular because people are so curious to see how other people live their lives, what their homes or offices look like, what kinds of routines they have during their day, how they go about their work or whatever. So all you need to do here is simply record, for example, 10 clips throughout your day. And at the end of the day, put them together, do a bit of editing, add a bit of captions and whatever, and post the following evening. Simple, very simple. And the third type is behind the scenes. Now, this is a little bit different than the day in my life, because this is where you invite your audience to peek behind your working scenes, kind of shed the light on how you, for example, select candidates in your recruitment process, like when you're handling and managing the incoming applications. You can record that and without obviously showing who's applied, not revealing anyone's, personal private information, but you can actually talk out loud your selection process, what you're looking for in the application, what catches your eyes, what doesn't work for you, and how, what goes into that selection process, thinking process. Or you could record how you guys ideate and create content in-house, or how you onboard your new employees, or how you prepare a welcome pack for your new employee, just to mention a few examples. So these are the 3 types of short video content ideas that work really well and can help you to get attention for your message. And if you are my weekly podcast email subscriber, check out this week's email in your inbox, because there will be more tips and ideas waiting for you. Alrighty, guys, I have an announcement to make, and I have to say that I'm so excited about this. So we are now launching a new hybrid program for in-house recruiters called Instant Employer Brand Accelerator. Instant Employer Brand Accelerator. This is a 12-week program where you kind of get it all. You get online training, you get personal coaching and sparring, and an online guidance as you actually design an employer branding element or elements to be integrated in your recruitment process. So this is a program that where you in-house recruiters can actually develop your recruitment process in a way that you actually build your employer brand recruitment process by recruitment process. It's a 12-week program with online training, personal coaching, and sparring, and online guidance to you when you design an employer branding element or elements to be integrated in your recruitment process. At the end of this program, you should be ready to start implementing your employer brand integrations to your recruitment process and start accelerating, really like push words, implementing and accelerating. So you can start accelerating your employer brand awareness recruitment process by recruitment process. Now, this is a response to so many people there in our audience who are working in talent acquisition, who are not getting resources or permission to do active employer branding outside the recruitment process, but you still struggle with lack of awareness, lack of appeal, lack of attraction, and you would want to, do some employer branding as part of your recruitment process. So this is my answer to you guys. Instant Employer Brand Accelerator 12-week course. Now, the exciting announcement is that we are going to start with our pilot program for this in February, and this is 2023 we're talking about. And I can now take max 10 in-house recruiters on board, just one per organization, because we want to make sure that, actually maximum 10 organizations can benefit from this pilot program. If you're interested, check out our website. This is now on our Finnish agency website because I am redoing the talent marketing school website and it's not ready at this time. So go to emine.fi, that's emine.fi/instant employer brand accelerator. And if that's difficult for you, go to my Instagram bio links at Rantanen Susanna for more information. There's a link there. Or simply, even more simple, just DM me. DM me on LinkedIn, Instagram, or TikTok, and I shall answer. Or email me for more information, and I shall let you know. Anyhow, I am going to be choosing the people to participate in the pilot program by the end of January. So if you want to be part of this pilot program, you have to act now. There's not a lot of time left. And people on this pilot program get this almost 50% cheaper than the actual program investment will be for you. So it's a real bargain. And, you should definitely apply for this now if you're interested. So this is not just a learning process, but an actual process development program whereby we teach you, we mentor you, and we guide you in your recruitment process development over the 12-week period. How about that? We are so excited about this and can't wait to get started with the program and especially with the pilot clients in February. So that's all for this week, my friends. So much stuff. But if you love it, you want to come back next week for more branding, marketing, and communications juice to keep you going with employer branding, recruiting, and personal branding in the HR industry. So if you forgot it, my name is Susanna Rantanen, and I teach branding, marketing, and communications for HR industry professionals who want to build a successful career and get the life you deserve. Moi moi!